wife's your girlfriend's or someone else's. Yeah, you can't use your fist, it's too big. Okay? So you use that for a real quick guide. You can read labels. Label reading is so very important. So this is what you have in your packet. And it shows you the new nutrition facts label. And two important things that we need to look at on this label. One is sodium. We get way too much salt in our diet. Okay? If you do not have high blood pressure or you do not have heart disease, it is allowable to be 2,300 milligrams or less of sodium a day. That's only 1 teaspoon of salt. So think about every recipe says a quarter teaspoon, a half a teaspoon, that adds up. Because that's what you're adding in, that's not what's maybe occurring naturally in your foods. But if you have high blood pressure or you have heart disease, 1,500 milligrams should be your limit on sodium. So read those labels for how much sodium is in things. Okay? The other thing is adding sugars. The nice thing about the new food labels is the old food label just said sugar. The new food label tells you what part of that is added sugar. So in this particular example here, it says that the total sugar is 12. 10 of that is added. Okay? So 10 grams. So it's in grams. So 10 grams, what does that mean? Do you understand what 10 grams is? No? Okay. For every 4 grams, that's a teaspoon.
Oh.
Okay, so if it has 10 grams, that's 2.5 teaspoons of sugar that they added to this product.
Wow.
Okay, so that makes more sense. Remember that. Okay? So my favorite, soda should be banned. Okay? This 20-ounce soda has 65 grams of sugar. Do the math. Divide that by 4. 17 teaspoons of sugar. The recommendation for men is 9 teaspoons a day, women 16 teaspoons a day.
Wow.
Of sugar, of added sugar.
So are we not including of added? What about the ones we already?
Well, you don't have to worry about stuff that's natural in there. We're talking about what's added. So, soda, juice, Gatorade, all those slushy things, icy things, freezy things. Okay, 100% fruit juice, you still got to use some caution with that, okay? The whole fruit would be much better, okay? Because think about it. How many oranges does it take to make a half a cup of orange juice? A lot, okay? Right. And then you're missing out on the fiber and everything else that comes with the fresh fruit. You know, all these fancy coffee drinks that are out there now, loaded with sugar, okay? Water should be your best friend. Water. Some people say, well, what about diet soda? Well, it's a way to maybe wean yourself off, but also it's not good for you. Not good for your bones. It's just not good at all. Occasional treat, yes, but water is really your best friend there. Okay. Other things, if you look at a food label, the other thing is, look at how many ingredients are there. The longer the ingredients list, the more processed it is. Can you even read or understand what's on that ingredients list? Why are you eating it if you don't even know what it is? Okay? Try to find the small, like if you get a, brown rice, the label's going to say brown rice. Okay? That's very minimally processed food. But you get potato chips and your food label's ingredients list is yay long. It's got all kinds of added stuff in there. So pay attention to that list too. And then fat grams. You can look at that. It explains more about that in there. So I will let Chef Danny get started and show how to make some healthy things here now that we talked about.
Okay, we're back. One first show. Chef Danny getting ready to go pass out the water. And we have one.
I was in softball, so I'm going to use this as my fast. I'm
I'm Catherine. I'm an AmeriCorps Vista at the food bank. I'm here for a year. And I just want to let you guys know that I put a couple of resources into the bag that you guys will get on the way out. One is the resources that the bank offers. So the pantry is open Tuesdays and Wednesdays from 9 to 3. And in addition to food, we offer resources like Eagle Aid, Open Lab. We have job and family services in there. So all of those are available during the pantry hours. So all that information is in the back. And then also, if you guys are interested in volunteering, I'm in the pantry as well on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, at least until July. And there's volunteer information in the back, and I also have a sign-up sheet over there. So if you're interested, I can take your name. And the volunteer opportunities is helping in the pantry, or you can be in the warehouse where we have to like sort items. So if you weren't as comfortable being in like front-facing lines, you can help out back there. So if you have any questions, just let me know.
Thank you.
And it is an excellent place to volunteer, a brand new facility, all of the amenities that you can think of. And I forgot to mention that the restrooms are right outside this door. So if you need to go there, we're not taking a restroom break. You can go whenever you want to. Our sponsor this evening is Stark County Community Action Agency. Rodney Reasonover is the CEO there, and one of their programs is HEAT, and you know they do the Head Start program, so when you see these items in there, just know that Rodney got the money, okay? And he has been excellent in helping us bring Chef Danny here. Okay, Danny, you want to tell me a little about yourself and what do you do?
Okay. Hello, everyone. Can you guys hear me? Okay, I hope so. I had a long day. I have a business and a baby. Yes, so if I slur a little bit, please forgive me. This has been a really busy day, but I am truly blessed to be here. So welcome. So my name is Chef Danica Stevenson, Chef Danny for short. I am in Akron, Ohio. I have a business called Sip Savor Soul. Here's my logo. The soul part, what I mean by that is that I bring the love of cooking back into your home. So how many of you guys love to cook? Raise your hand. No? Uh-oh. Okay, who likes to bake? Now that's different. Does anybody like to bake? Bake? Okay. Well, when it comes to food, I put people into 4 categories. So by a show of hands, if that's you, do not be ashamed to raise your hand. You know, what happens in here stays in here. We're all family. So if you guys, I call the first group the microwave veterans. That means you usually probably get frozen food and you just pop it in the microwave. Anybody like that? Just grab it, put it in the microwave. Nobody? Okay. So the next one is, how many of you guys have a person that cooks for you? Everybody has a personal chef in here, meaning your mama cooks for you, your boo cooks for you, your grandma cooks for you, maybe your child cooks for you. Anybody have that personal chef in their house? Okay, awesome. Okay, next category, I call them the grab and go, take and go. That means, like, you might have a busy lifestyle, you don't really have time to cook, you just grab and go. Maybe you go to the fast food, maybe you get a ready-made salad somewhere. Anybody like that? Grab and go?
Yeah.
Grab and go? Okay. Last one, I call this person the ultimate foodist. Watching Chop, Master Chef, reading recipes, magazines, food magazines, studying these recipes. Anybody like that in here? Anybody? Yeah? Okay. How about a little bit of all 4?
Yeah.
A little bit of all 4? Okay. I'm a little bit of all 4. I'm mostly the 4th one, but I'm a little bit of all 4. So, again, so my business, again, is called Sip Savor Soul. And what I do is I actually teach community cooking classes. Mostly kids. Anybody have any kids here, grandkids? Okay, how many people that have kids, like they have kids that are on fire in the kitchen? Not creative fires. I'm talking about passionate about cooking. Like always in the kitchen. While you're cooking, you're told to get out, but no, we want to help you. You got any kids like that, grandkids like that? Okay, all right, so I teach kids, I actually teach kids as young as 1. We have 1-year-olds in my class. Now, they're mostly eating bananas and strawberries, but we show them how to mash it to make a really cool dish. So we do have young as 1. And we have high school and college kids as well. And fret not, I do teach adult classes as well, so we do adults. So I've been doing it for the past, I'm gonna say 5 years right now. So I started with 1 client, nonprofit organization, and fast forward right now, 5 years later, I have about 30 clients right now. Those clients include Akron Public Library, Summa Health, Cleveland Clinic, the LeBron James Foundation. I'm currently doing Taco Tuesdays for kids, so we love Taco Tuesday. I've also been on Fox 8 about 8 times, doing live videos on Fox 8. Been in several news publications, and I also do classes for WIC, Summit County Health Department. And next month, look at June 30th, July 1st, I'm opening a cooking school.
Yay.
Really, really excited about that. I actually have the ability. I travel all over the city doing cooking classes, so my kitchen's actually in my car. Now I have a place to call home. So I have my own space right now. And I just found out that the Food Network is going to furnish my school. I just found that out. I was like, really? So somebody heard about me in a cooking school, and I don't know if anybody knows Michael Simon. You might know Michael Simon from Food Network? Okay. So his restaurants are based in Cleveland. So his restaurant group, his people reached out to someone that I know, and they called me and said, hey, they heard about what you're doing, they want to help you furnish it. So how cool is
That's
that?
awesome.
And then also too, like I mentioned, I do WIC cooking classes. So for those that participate in WIC, you might know someone that participated in WIC. We do healthy cooking classes, and all the ingredients are WIC approved. So I did a class yesterday, and we got a call from Washington, D.C. They are interested in learning about what we do here, and they want to expand it throughout the nation. So how cool is that? So I might be talking to Biden or whoever, but that's pretty cool too. All right, so today's class is called Picnic with a Purpose. Now, how many people have been on a picnic? Actually, how many people have not been on a picnic? Actually, I haven't. Yep, yeah, I haven't. So I'm glad we're bringing the picnic here to the food bank. So this is awesome today. So we're making not one, but we're making 2 recipes today. Okay, and all of these are picnic inspired. So you guys, we're going to participate. We're going to ask you questions. I don't want you to sit here and listen to me. We're going to engage today, all about engagement. So when it comes to a picnic, you guys just yell it out. What are some things that are in a picnic basket? What are some things? Sandwiches, okay.
Drinks.
Watermelon, juice boxes. Yeah, definitely juice boxes for kids. I drink juice boxes too. What else? Anybody? Potato chips, potato salad, right? Macaroni salad. What about fried chicken? Fried chicken. I've seen fried chicken. Okay, spaghetti salad and all that stuff like that. So as we prepare for Memorial Day, Memorial Weekend's coming up, some of you guys might be celebrating that. You might be grilling. You might be going over somebody's house and you're like, yeah, I got my famous dish that you want to showcase to your family and your friends. But what I decided to do today, and this is something that I do in a lot of my classes, I like to take classic things that people like and I put a healthy spin to it because I want people to change the way that people think about food. So you can still enjoy your classics, but I'm going to show you a different way to make them using different alternatives and ingredients and how we prepare them. And then today, like I said, we're going to do 3 recipes today. We're doing 2 today, and then I have a bonus recipe that I want you guys to try. Now, all the recipes, you guys, are going to be in your bags, so I want you guys to try them at home. And if you guys are on social media, take pictures, hashtag Picnic with a Purpose, hashtag Chef Danny, hashtag beans, whatever hashtag you want to use. We want your feedback. We want to spread the love of cooking throughout all communities. Okay? Are you guys ready?
Yes.
All right, if you guys ready, say let's cook. All right, let's do it. All right, first things first. How many people like baked beans? Isn't that an ingredient that's in a picnic basket, right? I brought one here. Usually the baked beans are what? Smothered in what? What's the name?
Brown sugar.
Brown sugar babe. Brown sugar babe. Yeah, brown sugar. What else? There's another one that's amazing. What else? Bacon, right? What else? Ketchup. Okay. Anything else? Some people dice some onion in it. I
Yeah.
put a little onion in it. And mustard, possibly. Okay. So we're gonna do something a little different. So as you see here, there's no brown sugar. And there's no ketchup. You're like, well, what type of baked beans is she talking about? All right, so we're doing a triple bean salad, okay? And I'm gonna show you how to make your own vinaigrette as well. So we have 3 beans here. We have the red bean or the kidney bean. We have chickpeas. How many people like chickpeas? Does anybody like hummus? Okay, that's the start of it. It's chickpeas. And the great thing is it's protein. So it's a great protein to eat. And then we have cannelloni beans. Has anybody ever had white chicken chili before? Yeah. Okay, so that's the bean for that one. So what we're gonna do is actually already rinsed and drained. We're just gonna put all these together here. Pretty simple. And we're gonna do a simple vinaigrette. Now, I believe in learning how to make stuff from scratch. I'm sure your family has made things from scratch. And like our dietitian said, a lot of the ingredients, even salad dressings or balsamic, has a long list of names that I can't pronounce neither spell. I know the National Spelling Bee is coming up, and if they ask me to spell one of those words, I would get the ding. I don't know what any of those things mean. So we're gonna do a simple vinaigrette. The main thing in a vinaigrette is 2 star ingredients, and that is the oil and the vinegar. That is the 2 bases for any vinaigrette. So those are the things I'm gonna do right now. So I have olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, and I have red vinegar. Now what I'm gonna do is build up the flavor. Okay, so this is my base. This is the base of any vinaigrette. Okay, so I have these 2 here. Now, for this particular vinaigrette for this triple bean salad, we have maple syrup, not pancake syrup. It's not the same. I tried that.
It's not in my
Pure maple syrup.
They said it's
You
not
can
an
also
inch
use
Bible.
honey as well. That's another substitute. We have some Dijon Mustard. Now you can get the spicy mustard as well. For anybody that likes spice, anybody that likes spice on in here? Anybody like spices? I always say everybody needs a little spice in their life. So if you like spice, go for it. So this is just regular Dijon mustard. They do have the spicy mustard as well. We have a lemon. And what I usually do is, to release the juices, what you do, you just want to roll it. And if you have kids, get your kids involved in this as well. Kids love this. I have kids that just want to bang it or they want to throw it like a basketball. I'm like, wait a minute, just roll it. Just roll it. Okay. And just release some more juice. Cut it in half. You can also put it in your beans as well. So for anything that's bitter, that lemon actually breaks up the bitterness. And then lemon also provides freshness to your fruits and your vegetables and your beans, anything that you have, just put a little lemon in it for flavor and freshness. I know we talked about salt earlier from the dietitian. Now this is not equivalent to 1 teaspoon, not even a quarter, probably a quarter teaspoon. We don't need very much because we really want to use natural flavors here. All right. Quick whisk. You can also use garlic, which I'm going to use for that, but you can use garlic as well. Okay. I have some green onion here, or scallion. Does everybody like green onion? Everybody like green onion? And this is for color as well. And actually with the baked beans, like I was sharing earlier today, I like to put onion in my baked bean when I did it the old-fashioned way with drowning it in Okay. Oh. And what I recommend is refrigerate this. I refrigerate it at least 2 hours because what you want to do, beans have no flavor. And when you want to actually add flavor to beans, you want it to marinate because you want those beans to absorb the flavors. Just like any dry bean, you need to soak it in water for it to absorb. You want to do the same thing with this. Okay, so I recommend just putting it in the refrigerator. You can cover it a couple hours, and then you're ready for your event. Any questions for this one?
What are like the measurements of stuff? Is that in the recipe, the measurements?
The measurements, yeah. The measurements are I measured it out ahead of time, yes. So the measurements are in there. And I always say this in every class. When it comes to taste of food, it's about two things. It's about your palate. The palate controls your taste, the sweet, the salt, the spice, all that. Sour, it controls those senses when it comes to taste. That's your palate. And your preference. You know what you like, right? But I always encourage people to try something new. But if you have a preference, so if you love vinegar, put more vinegar in it. If you love lemon, put more lemon into it. So it's totally up to you. And then last, for some freshness as well, I have cilantro here. Does everybody like cilantro?
Yeah.
And you can get dried or fresh cilantro, it doesn't matter. But just for freshness, fresh is always best. That's what I've heard, fresh is best. Just one that's up here. And fret not, you guys, I already made some in advance. You guys are gonna try
And how this is gonna be 2 hours here.
So we got this or this. See the difference? All right. Next. How many people like potato salad?
Yes.
All right. I know we put a whole bunch of stuff in potato salad. And everybody always say, I make the best salad, or my grandmother makes the best salad. We make the best salad. Everybody always says that, but sometimes it's true, sometimes it's not. If you have bad potato salad, if somebody tells you they make it or they want to make it again, just tell them to bring the ice. Bring the chips, the healthy chips. The healthy chips. All right, so we're gonna do a quick potato salad. Now here's the thing, we're talking about a healthy spin to it. I'm sure you're like, where are the potatoes? So I do have potato salad here. See, as you can see, oh my God, look at the ingredients. The ingredients, it's like a huge paragraph, and some of these names I cannot pronounce. And the first word is potatoes, and then the other stuff can't pronounce. So I'm sure we get this, but we're gonna do something a little different. We're not gonna use potatoes, we're gonna use cauliflower. Everybody like cauliflower? Okay. I promise you, for those that don't like it, we're gonna try it. I want you to close your eyes and take a bite. I had someone that didn't like Brussels sprouts. Here's a quick story. The husband, I don't like Brussels sprouts. I don't like Brussels sprouts. Close your eyes. And imagine it's something else. Imagine it's, but just trust me on it. And he ate those things, and he took like a container home. Loved it.
Wow.
So, all right, so we have some cauliflower here. So right now, I'm all about easy, convenient, easy to prepare. I don't want to be in the kitchen very long. I'm sure a lot of people don't want to be in the kitchen very long. And the cool thing about a lot of ingredients that are out there, it's just, you can just pop it in the microwave. So I had some cauliflower florets. Everybody has this in their bag. Cauliflower florets, 3 minutes in the microwave. So you don't have to use the stove. And if you have kids that want to help you cook, they don't have to stand by the stove with boiling water because we care about safety in the kitchen, kids and adults. So we have some florets here. And cut them in little pieces. We want to keep them a little bit, just like potato salad. Just want to do it like that. And they don't have to be pretty. They don't have to be even. We just want to cut them in chunks. So just little chunks. Yeah, not perfect, but all right. Does everybody put onion in their potato salad?
No.
Does anybody has a potato salad tradition? Like something that they put in potato salad that's not usually normal? Or who here makes the best potato salad? Let's go ahead. Anybody? Okay, nobody? Does somebody know somebody that makes good potato salad? Somebody know? Okay.
Last night, Darlene said that she made the best potato salad. She taken the word from me and she ran on it. She don't even like potato salad. So that was interesting that she could make it and don't like it.
I will say this, when it comes to African Americans, if you say that you make the best, you better make the best.
That's
You
right.
don't
Better deliver.
forever. Social media, girl, she said she could make macaroni and cheese, and there was no cheese on the macaroni. It was just macaroni. So, you gotta, put the proof is in the pudding. You say you can make it. Let's see. All right, so we have onions in here, we have celery, and I'm telling you all the ingredients that I'm putting in here is in your bag. So how cool is that? So a little bit of celery. And like I said, fret not, you guys, because I already made this in advance. You guys are going to try all this stuff tonight. Should I like this? Kind of chunky. I do like this. Yeah, my kids' classes, the kids get excited. They don't have these knives. They have a kids' version. They're a kids' version of these knives. And they take it seriously like they're on MasterChef. Oh, they take it seriously. Which I love that. I love them expressing their creativity through food. Usually, if you have a food processor, stick it all in there. That's what I recommend. I actually have a food processor, but I'm like, no, I'm gonna do my knife skills. But I'm like, no, I should have brought the food processor. That's okay. It's okay. We're just gonna be chunky cauliflower salad. And peppers. Everybody has peppers in their bag as well.
Are those just mild?
These are mild. The seeds make them hot. But some people like the seeds in there. It doesn't hurt anything. It just brings out a little more heat. But the heat is in the seeds. Now, here's the thing, regarding the pickle. Now, if you don't want to cut a big dill pickle, you can always get the relish. There's dill relish and there's sweet relish, So I could have did that today, but I was like, no, I want to cut. I want to show them what I'm doing. So, but again, quick, easy. It comes quick and easy. You can just get the dill relish. So you can do that as well. So I have some peppers here. I don't know if you guys put peppers in your potato salad. It's just for color, for freshness again. I actually like peppers in it, but again, preference and palate. If you're going to a barbecue 4th of July, they're like, that's not potato salad. I never seen red peppers in potato salad. She don't know what she's doing. People will talk about you. People will talk about you. You're like, it's good. You gotta try it. All right. So next we have our Dijon Mustard again. If you like spicy brown, go ahead and do it. Light mayo. You can get, Hellmann's, Duke's. I know some people have a preference with the mayo. Miracle Whip.
Right.
I do have
They
this
have
garlic
that
here.
in light also.
They have what?
Miracle Whip and Light.
Like Miracle Whip.
Yes. Is that the same?
It's right.
Have you ever had a light version of something and you're like,
Yeah.
I can't switch it. I cannot. I'll just drink a little bit. I'll just take a little bit.
And that's what you call a dash. You said you did a dash.
Do a dash.
No, you gonna talk about me on social media like this girl put all this salt here, like we just talked about. Why did she get up and talk about the salt? She put 4 tablespoons of salt. No, I don't want you to talk about me. Don't talk about me. Oh wait a minute, I got the eggs. I got the eggs. Oh yeah. That's what my grandmother told me. She's like, you take the salt, and you tell salt. Okay.
That's right. That's right.
Oh yeah, so gotta have an egg. That is actually the star. It's actually the egg.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, my grandmother would talk about me in heaven. She's like, you know about the egg. Okay. Got my little inspiration. Anybody have any questions so far? Everybody having a good time? I'm sure you guys are like, I'm hungry.
Yes.
Let's eat. Let's eat. You said let's cook. What about let's eat? When we gonna say that? Let's come. Let's come. I promise. A few more minutes. The dietitian, do you want to say anything about the nutrients of anything that we're making today? I know the beans are tons of fiber.
Yes.
Chickpeas protein, but is there anything you want to share?
Yeah, so you'll see that in your, this is in your packet, and the nutrition information is down here on the bottom. So this sodium, probably for the bean one's probably a little bit higher, because beans do have, the liquid in them has sodium. So rinse. You're probably gonna rinse off a lot of that sodium that's in there. But it's also a very good source of protein. There's 33 grams of protein in there.
23 grams of
This
protein.
particular thing doesn't talk about how much fiber is in there, but when you have 3 different kinds of beans, you're going to have plenty of fiber, so that helps in helping you feel full type of a factor there. And very little sugar in that also. The cauliflower salad is probably going to have lots of fiber too, because you've got the cauliflower and the celery and all the veggies that are in there. Not quite as high in protein, probably the eggs is going to be your only source of protein there in that. But it's very low carb, because you're not, mainly the cauliflower, you don't have potatoes in there, so it's very low carb, low calorie, low fat recipe, but lots of fiber, so it's going to be filling. Just gotta, like she said, you gotta change your perspective of things. And be open to new tastes and new possibilities of how to eat your food.
So given those sides, like what else could you, like just say, given those ingredients, what would be, excuse me, what would be a good choice to put with it?
So your cauliflower salad would fit in your veggie place.
Right.
Your 3-bean salad is going to fit in your starchy place.
Yeah.
So you can have a grilled chicken breast, you can have a hamburger, and then you have fruit. Have a little fruit salad.
Yeah.
Along with cut up, like you said, watermelon. That's what you think of at a picnic. Have a dish of cut up watermelon. With that.
I know everybody wants ribs. Maybe one riblet.
Right. So with the burger, if you had a burger, would you have to delete the bun? It would have to be bunless?
I like the lettuce.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. If you get the what is that? Do they use like the romaine? You have to have a sturdier lettuce, and have the lettuce in your bun or your
Not
wrap.
iceberg, because iceberg has
Yeah,
no
iceberg's
it's
gonna
actually
fall apart.
hard.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna say like the Boston dip lettuce, or the romaine type of a lettuce, and you can
about the keto.
Oh, keto, I don't like keto. I don't think it's healthy for you in the long run. Now, if you want a quick jump start to weight loss, maybe a couple weeks keto, but it's
No, I'm
not.
talking about the one itself, not the diet.
Oh.
Yeah, they have the ones that are like high in fiber, so it offsets the normal carbohydrates.
Yeah, but there's still gonna be carbohydrate in there. I mean, it can't offset all of it. There's
Right,
not
yeah,
enough.
not all of it.
There's not enough of it. Yeah, to do that. And then once again, read those ingredients. What do they put in there? Exactly. And it's gonna be a lot more expensive. When they put all these labels on it, you just pay twice as much. And
Okay, well, thank you for that. So we have our bean, right? These are side dishes. We have a cauliflower. I just threw some paprika in there because my grandmother told me that too. Like, she'll talk about it. So yeah, we have that. And then last but not least, our bonus recipe, which I'm not going to show you how to make it. It's a simple coleslaw. Not this one. Cabbage, and then 50 other things, like cellulose gum, potassium sorbate. Yeah, non-fat dry milk. That's something different. So I'm gonna bring that out. Anybody have any questions? You guys were great. I love doing this. See how I make it fun? We make it fun. We make it fun. We make it fun. All right, so I'm gonna, if someone help me grab the food in the back. Everybody say, let's eat.
Let's eat.
You ready to eat? Everybody have water? Okay.
Yep, y'all have water. We're gonna have another commercial. Yep. Yep, we're gonna do the commercial for us. Other stuff that's in your bag. Care Source provided the bag for us. There's a lot of stuff in there. Take it home, take it out, read it. We already gave you a couple commercials, and he's gonna do another one.
so,
Hi, my name's Annie Taylor. I'm from Walton. Just a little bit of background on myself. I've been there 27 years. I work on the strategy and finance side, but on the side of that, I do love to connect with the community to bring health and wellness resources to our community. I believe partnering with people is the best way to do that. And even if we all partnered every single day, it's just not enough resources for our community. Over the last couple of years, I ran our mobile COVID clinics. And so actually Liz was actually one of my nurses that went out to the community with me. We were at parks, we were at libraries, we were at churches, we were anywhere that anybody would take us. And we had we did about 800 mobile COVID clinics, and we did about 2,000 vaccines. So as we're meeting this year for picnics and everybody's excited to get outside, I really, really stress that, even if you're not vaccinated, because it's your choice, just please keep yourself safe. Socially distance, wear a mask, lots of hand sanitizer. But I did put in your bags, if you're having COVID symptoms, there is a test kit in here for you to have. There's plenty of hand sanitizer in here. There's a mask in here if you need it. But COVID education is in here. Just COVID tips are in here. Again, just stay safe this summer. Have a ton of fun and cook all these great recipes that Chef Dean has shared with us. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm trying to think, did we put something else in the bag? Oh, two things I wanted to mention. You're gonna have I think double information about the Goodwill. I'm on the board at the Goodwill, and the people at my church, they know I gave them out bags for them to take and fill up and take them to the Goodwill. You're gonna see information in there about the Goodwill. A lot of people think it's just stores that the Goodwill has. If you have anyone that needs to have job skills, maybe they're displaced because of being out of work or whatever, they've gone through a hard time, all of the programs and everything that are at the Goodwill are free. But those stores that people shop in, and you take donations so that they can shop there, pay for all of the programs that we have at the Goodwill. So please, 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 if you are cleaning out either clothing houseware, knickknacks, whatever. Take them to the Goodwill. Some people say, well, I don't want to give to the Goodwill because they sell it. But you don't know the whole story. The whole story is that the monies that they generate from the stores, all the programs at the Goodwill are free. So make sure you can go on the website, click on Goodwill. There's a lot of information there that a lot of people do not take advantage of.
I think another important thing is there's information in here about the vegan pharmacy. If you're having trouble covering your prescriptions, or you have friends or family members that need help covering their prescriptions, reach out to them because they have dollars to cover that. Access Health, Stark County, please. If you want somebody linked up with you to help you with your medical care, reach out. These resources are here in the community for us, and take advantage of them. There's the Care Source information in, your Care Source bags. That's provided in here. All of the recipes that Chef Annie shared, the Goodwill information that Ms. Cleo shared, all of the programs that come here on site to the food bank, they're scheduled here on a weekly basis. So if there's something that you need help with or education with, here's their schedule. So come into the food bank. It's not just to collect or to grab groceries. There's really great community resources that come here. And then lastly, all of the diabetes education that Liz talked about, it'll all be in your Care Source bag.
Awesome.
Okay. Any questions for any of the partners and any information that they shared? Okay, on your table, you have a little tray, and then you have 3 different bowls. You can come up and you can sample. So come on, let's eat. Let's eat.